Good morning. Good morning. Today is August 24th. Looking at the overall market, this is the 4 hour on the SPY. You can see we're finding some type of support at 410. We need to break 413.50 before we can start basically pushing up towards 415. You can see we're going sideways over here after a steep drop. That is a key sign for finding support. If we break 410, we can start basically going to 408. Our side is extremely oversold. As we've been speaking about, if you've seen it on Instagram yesterday, I'm saying, hey, I think that the market's overall going to bounce because we're oversold on not only the 180-day, but we're oversold on the 20-day. And you can see the 20-day, we're trying to bounce as well too. Already above that 20-day EMA and the 20-day MACD is crossed up, all leading to possible signs of bullishness. So definitely want to watch to see what's going to overall happen. But leaning more towards the bullish side since we are oversold on that 180-day, and it's going to be a high risk short for a lot of people, especially going to the SMA. So definitely want to watch to see if we break that above that 413, start pushing up towards 417, 416 levels. And we do have a nice gap up towards that 417. So let's see what happens overall. But to the downside, we need to break below. Let me jump back over towards the 180-day. To the downside, we need to break below that SMA over here. The SMA is sitting at 408. Once we break 408, we could start basically even pulling back down towards 400. So definitely want to watch to see if we break that zone. But we do have some economical news coming out this week that may kind of prevent that. So let's see what happens. Next topic we're going to talk about is Tesla. I believe Tesla has it split tomorrow. So definitely want to watch to see how Tesla's going to overall perform. Tesla has been going sideways, especially with the overall market, but you can see Tesla showing some type of strength this morning. Want to see if Tesla holds above this 898 level, and we can start basically pushing up towards 906, which was a previous support before. If we do start to come back down, Tesla does have two support levels below it. It has the SMA over here and it has the EMA, so we need to break 889 before we could basically come back down towards 879, which was a previous support level before. So watch out for Tesla. It is showing extreme signs of bullishness this morning. Just want to see if there's any kind of news for Tesla besides that. Um, that's pretty much it. So let's jump over towards the next stop. We're going to talk about Amazon. Amazon is pretty much going sideways still. That's its MO lately. So you can see Amazon pushed up, went sideways, now it dropped, went sideways, finding some type of support where it's sitting at right now. It's sitting around that 133 zone. So we need to break below that 132 before we could even drop down towards our next level at 130. If we do start to bounce very tight levels, 135, then we can start pushing up towards 137 to the upside. 20-day is crossover. RSI is oversold. So it does look like it's leaning more towards a possible bounce, especially with the 180-day oversold. 180-day MACD wants to cross up. So we got to see what happens. Kind of similar to SPY where the SMA is right below it. So a lot of key support below, a lot of key stocks that we're watching. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Apple. Apple basically was pushing up, came back down, very oversold. MACD looks like it wants to cross up. Watch for the break above 168.70. Then we can start basically pushing up towards 171. If not, watch for the break below 166, which is acting as support, was acting as resistance before. Below 166, we can start dropping down towards 163. So that's going to be it, guys. Hopefully you guys all practice patience today. Market has been very, very slow. Basically, not too much action, right? Not that kind of fast action that us as day traders we look for. You can see that yesterday pretty much had like a little drop sideways kind of day. One thing that's been basically helping me stay in check is actually turning on that VWAP, volume weighted average price, which it basically gives you parameters in which the market is overall trading in, right? If you turn on the VWAP over here, you can see yesterday there wasn't no real openings, right? Typically, if the market's going to make a nice move, the VWAP would basically not be straight like this, but you can see it would be open up more towards the downside. And maybe you can see that from the past where you can see, hey, you can see the VWAP was basically pointing more towards the downside when we were having this sell-off. So if you know how to use the VWAP in these low volume situations, use it. This way you know that, hey, if a big move is priced in or not. But overall, see you guys in the next video. Leave a like below.